Welcome friends to a wild ride. It's your favorite show. We will talk till the very end. Get ready, let's go.
Hey friends, welcome to Sip Happens, an Avila podcast where conversations flow. I'm your host Susana, and today I'm here to bring you the magnificent professor we have at Viscom, public relations professional, Miss Rainey.
Hey, thanks for having me, Sus.
Thank you for coming over. I know it was like a little long time coming, had a little rescheduling, but you know, the best.
We make it happen.
At 100%. Tell me, how's your day going? How's your morning?
It's been great so far. The weather is great this week, which has been amazing. I love fall. So this is like my favorite time on campus. The leaves are turning. It's amazing.
So true.
Love it. We're like at a good part in the semester. I feel like the stress has calmed down from midterms.
Oh my, yeah.
But people aren't too stressed about finals yet, so it's like a good sweet spot.
So true.
Everyone's in a good mood, which is great.
So far.
It's been good, yeah.
Yeah.
For now.
No, I love that. So true about the fall weathers. I've been loving. I hate walking to campus because I live in the villa, but lately I've just been like, oh my God,
totally walking on
I love
sunshine,
it.
genuinely.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that said, can you tell us about your drink of the day? What are you drinking?
Yes, I'm drinking an iced vanilla latte with oat milk. Kind of usually my go-to when I don't know what else to get.
Okay.
Lately I've been having a lot of fall-themed beverages, a lot of pumpkin spice lattes, a lot of cinnamon. I made a cinnamon latte this morning at my house.
Okay.
So I was like, we'll go back to old faithful. And I haven't had an iced coffee in like a month. I've been drinking mostly hot coffee with beef and chili. So it just felt right under these lights. I was like, iced coffee. I think if I have a hot coffee on my back.
Right. It's a little warm out here. Pressure's on.
Yes.
But do you normally like make your own coffee or do you shop somewhere?
Yeah, I make a lot of my own coffee at home. I have an espresso machine at my house, and my mom got it for me when my fiance and I moved in together. Best Christmas gift of all time.
Yes.
As a coffee lover, it's the best thing ever. So much better than hot coffee. So yeah, I make lattes at home pretty much every morning.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I love coffee. Would you say, I don't know, I've tried getting off of coffee and moving into like iced tea, but oh my God, it does not feel the same.
No, it's not the same.
What? I gotta keep myself dehydrated. What are you talking about?
Totally.
But okay, love that. On my side of things, I'm just drinking a little bit something different.
Totally.
Honestly, no, I just love lemon, to be honest. I've always loved lemon.
Totally.
So you can't really go wrong with lemonade.
Absolutely.
I put 3 shots. Last time I said shots in my video, but I meant like 3 syrup shots. You know? Because Mario's looked at me crazy when I say shots. They're like, are you promoting this? Right. Where am I?
It's a very different kind of podcast. So
That's so true. Yeah, but I was like, no, raspberry syrup shots, lemonade, and something just simple but get the little heat off.
I feel like that stuff is really popular now, like Swig, like soda places, and like 7 Brew, like all the fancy like lemonades and stuff. People are into that.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a good move. Like it's not like that crazy, but you still get like to feel a little
sugar high.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly what you need. Okay, so then I'm gonna introduce you the first segment of the show. It's called a quick pour. So I'll just give you like a couple of choices or like random like short questions, and you're just gonna say like the first thing that pops to your mind.
Perfect.
If it takes like more than 10 seconds, then like might as well just at this point.
You need a buzzer.
Okay, so quick pour, day or night?
Night.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Favorite karaoke song?
Ooh, She Used to Be Mine by Sarah Bareilles.
Okay. Dream dinner guest?
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Love. Okay, I knew you were gonna say that. Decca State or Decca Internationals?
Ooh, Decca Internationals.
Yeah. Okay. Avila Day or Homecoming?
Homecoming.
Yeah, super. Silver or gold?
Gold.
Yes. Big crowds or small crowds?
Ooh, big crowds.
Okay. Your favorite artist of all times?
Paramore.
Ooh, love that. Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok.
Apple or Android?
Oh, Apple.
Air travel or road trip?
Oh, air travel.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, that was our quick pour segment. So that way we know a little bit more about you.
Totally.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to Spill It or Sip It. These are actually some of these questions, I would say like 60% are questions I got from other students.
Okay.
Others are just kind of made up. So I guess the gist of it is if you want to answer it, you just spill the tea.
Okay.
Or you could just like clean the fit by sipping. Or, just not answering that.
Totally.
Okay. So the first spill it or sip it question is, would you rather read a classroom worth of like bad essays or stay in like a 3-hour meeting?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
And I feel because you have a lot of like a range of students too.
I do.
So like,
I know. It's like it depends on the class, like what essay is it, and also like how long is the essay, and also how many students you have to grade. I'm gonna give myself parameters. Let's say it's digital citizenship, because that's a pretty in the middle class.
Yeah.
Let's say it's 20 students. That's usually my average class size.
Okay.
And let's say it's a 3-page paper. All of them bad.
one day.
In one day.
One day.
Oh, I might have to do that 3-hour meeting. I think I'm gonna have to say 3-hour meeting.
Oh my.
I think I'm gonna have to. That's brutal.
Really?
That's 60 pages of bad writing. That would be really tough.
That's
and it would
true.
discourage me because I'd be like, did they learn nothing? What
That
am I
is
doing?
true.
What am I doing with my life?
Fair, so true. So I guess that kind of leads me to my next spill it or sip it. Like in these meetings that you've been to, who would you say is like the most chaotic person? Like the drama starter would per se.
Like at faculty meetings?
Yeah. And you're like,
Oh.
I feel like it's not always bad, right?
No, it's
But-
not. I think I'm gonna have to sit now.
Oh no! Just know who's both a little quiet around you. You might be that person. But okay, spill it or sip it. Is there a specific student that has changed the way you teach?
Oh, definitely. I think all students at some point in my time having them change the way that I teach.
Okay.
But I think that, I'll take it back to like one of my first classes that I taught here, and really my first class teaching, which you were in for digital citizenship.
Yeah.
And I think just not even one singular student, but that class as a whole really changed how I approached teaching moving forward.
Okay.
Because everyone had such different interests, and I wasn't expecting when I came to Avila such a like interdisciplinary approach to our program in VisCom, because I started as an adjunct. I didn't know as much about the program yet. And so I didn't realize like I wasn't just going to be teaching advertising and PR students in that class. It was a really big mix, and I had to appeal to a lot of different types of students. So that really like shifted how I started teaching all of my classes. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that class. I remember we had like people like of all ages,
Yes.
literally.
Freshman to senior. I mean, we had like adult students in that class. It was really like a huge learning experience
so
for
true.
me. And like that's the class that started DECA. Like we really like that class was very formative for all of us.
No, so true. Yeah, I feel like we definitely got a lot of stuff done. But it was like also, I mean, me as a student, like going through that, I think it was really cool to just see, like, well, first off, a brand new face in the VisCom department was really nice. And then also, like, someone that, was very professional and, like, very well informed on, like, what you actually know about and updated. I feel like that was, like, I think that's refreshing for students to see. And, like, that makes me as a student be like, I want to know what she has to talk about.
Totally.
Like, let me know more.
We had a lot of fun in that class, and I was still working full time in the industry during that class too. So that was a crazy time.
No, that was literally like what inspired me so much, because I was like, how is like my professor like doing this, holding a full-time job in like a career that like I want to like in the future,
Yeah.
So that was really cool, Miss Bella. You did that. Like, okay, but okay, next spill it or sip it. What is the biggest risk you took here at Avila?
Ooh, biggest risk I took at Avila. Honestly, probably starting the DECA chapter.
Okay.
I think because I was an adjunct when we started DECA, that was a pretty big risk for me to take. An adjunct job is unfortunately not the most stable job. You usually are literally semester to semester on whether or not you get to come back. It just depends on how many classes are available. So I really took a leap starting that, knowing I didn't even know if I was going to be back in the spring yet. Ultimately didn't know how long I would be here and all of those things. And also just taking that on as an adjunct, which is like not really a part of that job responsibility.
Yes.
And it was like the biggest reward payout ever for that risk. Obviously, it's now like the most flourishing organization and so phenomenal and amazing, and that is like mostly not due to me, that's mostly due to you guys. So I think that was probably the biggest risk I took that like really paid out for sure.
Just going back on that question a little bit, like, how was that interaction like? You telling like Nicole or whoever was in charge, like, we're doing this whole international thing. Right?
Yeah, so like I remember going to Nicole, and well, actually, I think I emailed her and just was like, hey, here's what DECA is. I really want to start it here. I did it in high school and in college. I loved it. It was so impactful. And I've kind of thrown it around to digital citizenship, and I have like 5 or 6 students that are interested. And she was like, go for it, honestly. Like, that sounds great. Like, we need to get student involvement going again in our department. So, like, if that's something you want to take on, go crazy. She's like, let me know if you need help, basically. And when we went to state and ICDC, especially ICDC, which is our international competition for DECA, and it's in a different city every year. We went to Austin, Texas that year. It was amazing. And it was Uni and Isaiah, and I remember, like, after state went so well, I had told Nicole and some other folks, like, I don't think we're going to go to ICDC. It's too much this year. We, like, went to state. We brought 8 students to state. That was big enough. And then we got back, and I was like, I really want to go to ICDC. And I remember telling her that and being like, this is how much it costs, and we have, like, 2 weeks to figure that out. And she was like, let's do it. And like, truly, that's what I mean by, like, it is not just me at all that has made the DECA process and that risk so worth it. There have been so many people, from Nicole Esquivel to Teresa Johnson to Andrew Curiel to people who came before him. I mean, so many, Leslie Smith, so many people who have like made things happen for us, which has been amazing. So yeah, the reception was really great when I was like, I want to do this. Maybe a little bit stressful at times of like, you need how much money and how much time?
Yeah.
But like, we figured it out, and we went, and it was amazing, and then we took more people last year, so.
No, yeah, it was definitely a life-changing experience, I would say, for everyone involved. But, it's so nice. It's nice to see now that, like, after, 3 years, like, you're able to see the growth, and now we're just looking for, I guess, a bigger space to do it at.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the best of the worst to have, right?
Totally.
Okay, so the next sip it or spill it is, how was everyone on your first month when you started working here versus now?
I think that, when you start a new job, it's always an adjustment, right?
Yeah.
Because you're meeting all of your new coworkers for the first time. And when I started here my first month, again, I was part-time. So I didn't know a lot of people around campus yet. I actually, like, literally did not leave Dallas until, like, maybe 8 months into working here. I think it was in, like, March or April of my first year at Avila as an adjunct that Isaiah brought me over here to Marion Center to get lunch one day, and I was like, wow, I've never been here before. And he was an admissions rep at the time, and did tours, and he was like, what do you mean you've never been here before? I was like, I've just literally never left Dallas before. And he was like, oh my God, I'm taking you around campus. So he like took me on a tour. I didn't even know we had tunnels.
No way.
I had no idea. I had no clue.
My.
So like my first month, like I didn't know anybody. I didn't really know anything about the university yet. I didn't know anything about like the sisters and like our Catholic heritage and all those things. I was like very unaware. And with students, my first month here, I was 23 years old.
Okay.
And so I think there was a very different relationship with students than I have now, especially new students coming in, because there's a little bit more separation in my age to students.
Right.
And so I think my first month, I'll tell the story just because I terrorize him with it all the time.
Yes.
But that digital citizenship class, I remember on the first day, I was very nervous my first day of teaching because I knew that I was young for the job and all the things, and I look young and all those. So I was like, I don't want them to think that I'm like a student or whatever. Like I want to like establish that like healthy relationship. And I was up at the computer in the classroom, logging on, doing my stuff, and I'm there like 45 minutes early because I was nervous. And who walks in a half hour early? None but Jordan Hardy.
Oh no!
Obviously, because he is 30 minutes early to everything, which I love. And he walks in and says, "What are you doing at the teacher's desk?" And I said, "Well, I am the teacher."
No.
And he was like, and he said in Jordan fashion, "Dang!" I said, okay.
I can literally hear it in my head.
Yes. And Jordanism of all time, and I terrorize him with that story now because he obviously, he's the best, and like totally did not mean anything bad by it, but it like confirmed my fear that like I look like a student. And so I think now, like, I haven't really experienced something like that in a long time. It's very different, and I think just my first month here, I didn't have an office space. I would teach and then leave, or like sit in one of the adjunct offices. And now it's like students are in my office. It's a very lively space. It is very rarely quiet in there. And so like those types of back and forths, I think have been really fun to reflect on and see.
No, I love that. I think